Hey guys, it's Megan with MeaganNichole.com, and today we are making the perfect Christmas break craft, which are these salt dough ornaments. Start by preheating your oven to 300 degrees Fahrenheit, and then go ahead and gather your supplies, which all you need for this recipe is flour, salt, and warm water. I use 4 cups of flour, 1 cup of salt, and 1.5 cups of water. Mix all of that together and you are ready to knead your dough. You will then want to knead your dough until it's smooth and moldable. The salt will probably dry your hands out, so if that's going to bother you, you may want to consider rubber gloves. Once you roll your dough out to about 1/8 of an inch thick, you don't have to be super precise here, but once it's like a good, just like if you were making sugar cookies, once it's a good thickness, you can go ahead and get your cookie cutters out to cut your dough into fun, festive, Christmassy shapes. If you don't have cookie cutters, maybe consider making your own with wire, or you can take something round and just make a bunch of circles and then just have your kids paint whatever Christmas images they want on their circles. Once you have all your ornaments cut out, don't forget to add a hole for your string. I used a straw to make my hole, which leaves plenty of room for the twine that I usually have on hand. Once all of your ornaments are cut out and they have a hole, go ahead and transfer them to a baking sheet and bake the ornaments for an hour. You will then want to let them completely cool before you begin decorating. Of course, you can decorate your ornaments however you want. I usually just use regular craft paint, but you can use glitter, markers, or any other kind of medium you have laying around. I do have a few tips when painting these ornaments to make your decorating a little easier. One of my tips is to paint your ornament white first. Let that dry, which this paint will dry really fast. I think it's probably the salt that helps it dry really fast, unless you use a ton of paint. But if your paint's not too thick, they do dry pretty quick. So first, add a thin layer of white to all of your ornaments, so that way when you go to add your colors, they're way more vibrant and they don't soak into the ornament as much. For me personally, there's a lot of nostalgia attached to these salt dough ornaments. Every year my mom whips up a batch for one of our Christmas crafts, and yes, of course, my family does Christmas crafts, and we have a lot of fun decorating them. It's just a cheap, easy, and fun way to fill up your Christmas tree while creating memories with your family. We had some friends over this last weekend, and one of our friends' little girls was painting all of her ornaments with the same color. She's still a toddler, so of course hers were really, really messy, but she was using some really fun pinks and oranges, and they actually turned out really cute. And I told my friend, you've got to buy her a white tree to put those ornaments on. They would look so stinking cute in her room. And then for your details, once all your layers dry and you go back in for your details, I suggest using either the back of your paintbrush or a toothpick, or you can do both and you can play around with different size dots. This is just a great way to add the tiny details to your ornaments. And there you have it. You have a super simple, easy, fun, and cheap Christmas craft to keep your kids busy during this holiday break. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Please tag me in any salt dough ornaments that you make. And if it's still before Christmas, I hope you and your family have a very Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, and I will see you on the next video.